What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this video is about my top 5 favorite design nanos. So it's just multi-rotors, hexes included, so quads and hexes, and well, hexi, however you say the plural of hex. But yeah, we're gonna get started with the nanos. These are my top 5 favorite designed nanos. So coming in at number 5, this is the UDI 839. I want to say, yes, it's the U839. So this thing is built really nice. I like the design on this. It looks like a mini Latrax Alias with the little lenses there over the lighting. So the LEDs shine through these little lenses and create that Latrax Alias effect when you're flying it. It's a really nice flyer. This thing has a super fast yaw rate. Not really fast, not H8C, not H8 mini fast, but it has a fast yaw rate, fast enough to over yaw when you're trying to fly forward and do some tricks. So the yaw's a little fast on it. Little too fast on high rates, but the pitch is insane. So I guess that makes up for it, the yaw being really fast. And this is just an all-around nice flyer. I don't think this is for beginners though, because even in the low rates this thing is pretty fast, but the design is really nice, as you guys can see. And an added bonus is that you can remove the battery from this one. So it's a removable battery here, but the only thing that messes that up is that the fact that the polarity of the battery and the quad, they're reversed, so it's hard to find batteries for this quad. I hear that some of the other quads, that some other multi-rotors that are coming out, the nanos, have their polarities reversed as well, so you probably can swap the batteries with this and the what is it, JJRC H18, I believe it is, but it's the little hex that just came out by JJRC. That polarity on that is swap reversed as well, so you probably can swap the batteries. But this thing is a really nicely designed nano, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Check out the LEDs. So you have LEDs in the light, in the eyes there, and it shines through the lenses there. I think it would be better if the rear lenses were red, but it's still nice. So that's my number 5. And coming in at number 4, this hex here. This thing is a really nicely designed hex. I like the way it looks. It reminds me of the X900. However, the design is a little different. The long canopy, I think, adds to it to make it look really nice, and the windows on the side look like sinister eyes. This thing looks really hard. I really like the way this thing looks. The color is nice. You can see the PCB board. You can see the flight control board through the sides, but I guess that's not bad. It's still fully covered. So really nice looker this thing is right here. I really like the design on this one. And this is the HJW609-5. There is a big brother to this one. I forget which dash it is, but it has the same name, the W609, but the dash number is different. But really awesome little designed hex, nano hex. So that's my number 4. And coming in at number 3, the MJX X900. I know a lot of you are probably surprised and wondering that you probably thought this was going to be the number 1, but this is actually my number 3. I really like the design on this. It looks like a little spider. It feels substantial in the hand. Really nice. Just beats out the W609-5 by a little, but this thing is really nice. The LEDs are on the outer motor pods. It's on the outer edge of the motor pods. So, but they do have red in the front and the LEDs aren't really bright. I think there no LEDs in the eyes on this one. That's the big brother, the X800. But really nice design on this. MJX did this with their X series of hexes with this. I really like their whole series. Pretty nice design Nano. My number 3, the MJX X900. And so coming in at number 2 is this thing here. Now this is the Sky Viper M200. This thing looks like a little bat quad or something. So I said before in the comment, this looks like something that Batman would snatch off his utility belt and throw it. But this thing looks really nice. They really hit a home run with the design on this. I really like the design. It flies pretty nice too. Has some issues in wind. It doesn't like wind, and it doesn't like to be flown really aggressively, but I think I've solved that problem. I actually swapped the props. I put some props from the from this guy. He doesn't belong in here, but he'll make a guest appearance just for the props. But I swapped some of the props from that guy to this, and it seemed to make it fly more quiet and stable. It's less vibration on it, and I think that's what causes this thing to not like wind. I think the accelerometer tries to fight the wind, and I think it vibrates the props when they spin up really high speed. I think it vibrates and causes this thing to flip in the wind sometimes. Because when I swapped the props, it didn't flip in the wind. I really haven't done any extensive testing, but it seems more stable. But this thing, the design on it is really nice. Really like the design on it. It feels substantial in the hand. Nice LEDs on it. Green in the front, red in the back. Everything about this thing is almost perfect, except for it not liking to fly hard, and not liking wind. But I think the flaw might be these props here. But for the most part, this is a really nice flyer and a very nice looker. So that's the Sky Viper M200 Nano Stunt. Really nice little quad. Nice Nano quad. And coming in at my number 1 is this little guy. This is the Fineco FX-2. And this thing, the design on this thing, the build on this thing is impeccable. I don't know if it's translating really well on camera, but this thing has a nice candy paint job. It looks like a piece of candy. It's really, really shiny. This thing is really nice. It's just designed really nice. It's small, but Fineco did a very nice job on the design on this thing. It just feels it almost feels like metal, but I know it's not metal, but it feels like metal. It's small, but it feels really substantial. I like the way it's designed. The color scheme is really nice on this orange one. I haven't seen the white version up close, but it looks like it's really nice. The light LEDs shine through the body on this, really nice. It's not really translating well on camera, but at night you can see this thing glowing really nice. It has red in the back, blue in the front, and there's a green flashlight in the front. Fineco, they just brought some heat with the design. Their design team came with some heat on this one. It's really nice. This is my number 1 favorite designed Nano. It's a really nice design. Oh, this thing flies really nice too. It doesn't have a lot of pitch on it, but it does get going fast enough to fly indoors. The yaw isn't fast, but it's fast enough to fly indoors for a Nano. So you can get this thing around pretty well. It flies really long. This thing flies the longest out of all of the Nanos here. That I was getting about 7 minutes of flight time. That's outrageous for a Nano. And it's direct drive. It's not gear driven or anything like that. It just lasts really long. I don't know. The optimization of this thing is just really good, I guess. So this is my number 1 designed Nano. worth checking out, definitely. This thing is awesome. So I do have some honorable mentions. This thing here, I think this the LS-113. It looks like a mini Hubsan, like a tiny Hubsan. This thing is designed really well. Only thing, the plastic is a little soft on it, but it looks like a little Hubsan. I thought that this was worth mentioning. This is one of my favorite designs in a Nano. It looks like a baby Hubsan, just because of the fact that it looks like a baby Hubsan. And this flies really nice. The yaw rate is really fast. The pitch is really deep. It actually reminds me of the U839, the way it flies. But the Lian Sheng quads always have a fast yaw, and they always fly really fast and crazy. So this thing is a really nice flyer. It might get out of hand, might be too much for a beginner. So this is for intermediate to experts. But worth mentioning, this is one of my honorable mentions. Also, the Lula Nano is one of my honorable mentions. This thing is really nicely designed. It feels substantial. To me, it feels better than the Cyma X12S, which I think is its direct competitor. The LEDs on this thing look really nice. They shine through the body. This is the yellow version. It also comes in white, but it's a nice simple design and a nice simple streamlined name, retro name, the Lula Nano. This thing feels really nice in the hand, and it looks nice. So also this one here, this is the Pocket Copter. It's pretty much a Cherson CX10 clone, but I just like the design on it that they did on the canopy. The design on the canopy just looks really nice, and the red helps it a lot. Just the accents and everything on it. I just basically like the paint job on this thing and the way they redesigned the canopy. So that's it. That's my top 5 favorite designed Nanos. Thanks for watching.